Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, thank you very much for all your patience today. I feel as though I look a little bit peculiar, and I think it's something to do with the angle of the camera, but I'm not sure where I need to sit so that I don't look quite so peculiar. So welcome to this very special, powerful day that triggers off a whole lot of other energies. So I wanted to go live today, and one of the things that will be coming up more than anything with this Aries energy is about just being you and not really minding what other people are thinking about you, even if you do look a little peculiar and a little lopsided. So hello, everybody. I'm not sure how to straighten out the angle of the camera or what I need to do. So if anybody's got some tips so that I don't look quite so peculiar, I would appreciate it. So thank you for your patience. Where there's a will, there's a way. There were many, shall we say, little obstacles to getting online today, but I'm absolutely thrilled to be with you. Really thrilled. So Tree Dagon likes being peculiar and lopsided. Okay. Well, thank you. So, first of all, a very big heartfelt welcome to all of you. I think many of us are feeling that there's the seeding of a new frequency. Something's happening. Something's in the air. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can sense it. And so everything we are working with right now, we've got the eclipse today. So that's like doors opening. Tomorrow we've got the new moon in Aries at 0 degrees, 0, that perfect circle, 0 degrees. And that too is like a portal, because the 0 is this circle that you can walk through. And the 0 is also your astrology chart. So you get an opportunity, if you like, to rewrite your astrology. It's an opportunity to create something completely new. So I'm really excited to be with you. And we've got a series of dates coming up. So today, tomorrow. Wednesday, I've got an interview with somebody, Drew Brophy, he survived 28 days in a COVID coma. The doctors had pretty much given him up, and he came through. He was paralyzed, couldn't walk, couldn't breathe. He was on a ventilator. I'll let him tell and share his story with you on Wednesday, but I hope that you'll join us for that, because it's this energy of Aries that we're working with, which is working with the willpower, working with the power of will. So I'm going to suggest that you think about some of the things that you've wanted to do, but you haven't done. Yeah, what are the things? Let's open it out. What are some of the things that you would like to do, but you've not done them yet? Paramahansa Yogananda says, to create dynamic willpower, determine to do some of the things you thought you could not do. Attempt simple tasks first. As your confidence strengthens and your will becomes more dynamic, then you can aim for more difficult accomplishments. But start. Okay, Anne, learn Reiki. Tea Leaf, go self-employed. Write a book. Help everybody that you can. Beautiful. A miracle survivor. Awesome. Okay, so really think about, and I thought I've been thinking about this all weekend. So one of the things And as I said, start with the small things. Not I said, excuse me, Paramahansa Yogananda said, start with small things. So I started yesterday with having the willpower, and it might sound silly and simple, not to answer the phone, not to use the email, not to listen to a recording, not to write anything down, but just to be in nature, to meditate, whatever, but not to be attached to any other appliance or person or speak. And it was a little challenging because I went for a little walk and somebody asked me the way. Just typical. And so I just looked pretty blank, and then they drove on, because I do look a bit blank when people speak fast Greek. But it took some willpower to stay through the whole day and stay strong with it. And it felt great at the end of the day, and the next morning it was like, yeah, did it. So what is it for you that would be a small exercise of your will that will start this energy off? Because 0 degrees Aries, this 0 Aries is a fantastic opportunity for activating that. So be the change you wish to see. So it's about activating courage. And really, now that we're through that pandemic, because that pandemic was a lot about dealing with fear and how fear is so infectious. I remember when that pandemic started, the whole of Athens was like Thriller, Michael Jackson's Thriller. Silent, dark, black, nothing. The whole of the city just shut down in fear. So now, how about we get together with this energy in courage, in bravery, encourage one another to be courageous. So encourage whoever you can to be brave. I did that today. I had my health insurance lady rang me, and I could tell she was being brave. She wanted to know if I had any friends or somebody to refer. And I thought, these are difficult phone calls to make, but she's doing it. And I rang her back and I said, you know what, Anna? I said, you're really brave. You make these calls that are not easy. Use that bravery to do more of the things that you enjoy. You're intelligent, you're smart. What else do you want to do? How else can you stand out? So encouraging one another here. I'm reminded of my Auntie Jenny, next month to be 101 years young. She was the sole carer of my, her husband of 70 odd years, and she took care of him in her 90s. And the last couple of years with Alzheimer's, I can tell you that's very difficult to do. And she took care of him in the house, at home. She wouldn't let him go in a home. If that's not strong willpower, she was there till the very last minute with him. That's the energy that you're working with. Now, on the 24th, Pluto goes into Aquarius. Another live on that. So we'll cover that in another live. On the 25th, Mars, ruler of Aries, goes into Cancer. This is a very, very big shift. And it will stay in Cancer until May 21st. So, Mars in Cancer, and yet we've got all this Aries energy. So Aries, Mars would much rather be in Aries. And the moon coming up would much rather be in Cancer. So if you're like, they're going to be for the eclipse on, we've got the full moon in Libra first on April 6th. Some balance, some feminine energy. And then on April 20th, on the eclipse, we'll have Mars in Cancer and the moon in Aries. So we've got, what does this mean? I've been meditating on this. So to me, we've got to look at, because Mars and moon together, it's the child that doesn't get its needs met. So make sure that you're tending to the inner child. How can you nurture yourself? And how do other people need nurturing? Because tempers could fray here. There could be angry outbursts. So we can work with this energy by finding a kind way to express feelings. And if you can't find a kind way, then rather say nothing for a while. If you've got emotions you need to let out, write them out, run them out, bank them out, but don't speak them out, because once they are spoken, as you know, words can be very destructive and you can't take them back. So just giving you that as a heads up, as a possibility. We're going to have a lot more issues with the financial system. Been talking about this for a long time, but I think as Mars goes into Cancer, Pluto will go into Aquarius, giving us a taste of what may happen with new systems. And then I think there's some comeuppance to be had for the banks and the financial institutions for their lack of integrity. So I think there's a lot coming on those areas. I'll go into those in other videos. I'm going to be short and snappy today because that is the Aries energy. Let's get to the point and let's go, let's move. I think it's important to remember that this Mars in Cancer energy can be a little self-pitying, a little complaining. Reminds me a little of Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh, who says, sure is a cheerful colour. Suppose I'll have to get used to it. Yeah, so too much cheerfulness around certain people, it doesn't go too well, does it? They want a little bit of aggravation. So I'm going to encourage you in the words of Thomas Edison, who said, if we all did the things we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. So I'm going to suggest that you astound yourself. An anonymous saying is, the greatest oak was once a little nut who stood its ground. So can you be the little nut that's going to stand your ground? That's the energy that you're working with here. I hope you like the Aries paintings, the fiery energy to get you going. My webinars, oh dear, whoopsie daisy. The energy is getting strong. I hope you'll join me starting tomorrow on this powerful day. Is a series of 2 webinars all about Saturn. I'm going to show you how you can direct your energy productively, efficiently for you in your unique karmic destiny path. And here you have it. The card is frequency upgrade. So I'm going to use these webinars to help you to structure your life so that we can begin to recreate the golden age that was apparently prevalent during the time when Saturn reigned. So, happy Equinox, happy new moon in Aries. Much love. Thank you, Radic, for doing a terrific job in the chat. Hope to see you Wednesday for the live chat and tomorrow for the webinar. Bye for now.